Hey everyone, this is Keith Scott from out in Sydney, Australia. I'm one of the voices of Bullwinkle J. Moose. It's time to watch Relentless and Unstoppable. And so give it up for your main hosts, Douglas Kenny and Andy McPhee.
Hey everybody, this is Doug Kenny and welcome to Relentless and Unstoppable. We have another amazing guest coming on the channel today, so please hit like and subscribe. And after this episode, please stay tuned to the RNU channel for more amazing guests. Let's get this on!
Hey everybody, how you doing? Just a quick little share of why I started Relentless and Unstoppable. It was for one very simple reason, because of Doug Kenny. Nothing to do with me at all, zero. I was just coaching Doug, and he took on the coaching and mentoring, and he made all the changes. He took all the suggestions from his parents as well as my coaching, but it was all about Doug, his breakthrough and his weight loss, his willingness to accept that he is dealing with high functioning autism and other issues, but he's never quit, he's never given up. So we did one interview with him to share his story, and then we decided to start interviewing other people. And Doug has now taken over the whole channel, and he does all the interviews, he runs everything. He's just an amazing young man. So RNU was born from simply what an amazing young man Doug is, and his story needed to be shared.
Yeah, for sure. I appreciate what you mentioned about the channel and how I've provided all this. And I just want to say for the record, it wouldn't have happened without my coach and mentor, Andy McPhee, who conceived of this idea through my journey. And I think you might have seen the first episode, did you, of the RNU platform with me as the guest?
I did not, but I will. I promise I will. But I did see the two of you, and I saw him speaking a little bit. The two of you were talking. I did see an episode on there, a little bit, and was learning a little bit beforehand.
Yeah. So just a brief synopsis of my journey. I have autism. I have bipolar type 2. I have ADHD. So I'm a pretty unique-minded person, but there was a lot of struggles growing up, including a 17-year-long addiction to soda that I overcame. And I've now almost been 5 years sober.
That's amazing. I'm lucky if I can make it through the summer. It's a hard time for me. Winter, I never crave it, but the summertime, a fountain, a soda, just like some good crunchy ice. I fall victim to it all the time. But you know what I've realized is all it takes is just like a couple of them, and I've put on weight. And then I'm like, that's the connection. It's just once you realize that and you see the changes in your body when you stay away from it after 1 or 2 weeks, it just makes sense. It just makes sense now. And I have learned to love water so much. My other one is iced tea. So I've got to really stay away from that and caffeine. It's just not, it serves no purpose as good as just, water. Water's lifeline. So I love it now.
And caffeine isn't good on, caffeine is not good on the aorta or the heart in general.
No, when I see that people are drinking Monster drinks or these Red Bull and vodka, I don't know. It's so bad. And, we had somebody on our board who was a bartender and drank a lot of that Red Bull and Monster and blew out his aorta, and he lost half of both of his feet. He ended up with his stomach in his chest cavity. His dissection was so incredible. He lived to be on the board for quite a few years, and unfortunately passed while waiting for some life-saving surgery. It was during COVID. But, that those drinks are not good. And I'm stunned every time I go into a hospital in their cafeteria and they're serving them. It's like, better. You treat the patients who drink them. But
they serve sodas at hospitals. It's like, guys, come on,
Their diet. I've seen more and more hospitals will not serve full, high test, fully caffeinated, regular, good old school Coke, but they'll serve diet. And I still look, I'm like, where's like the healthy options? Because Coke Zero is none of that is good for you. It's just not. If it's taking the rust off of something, probably shouldn't be drinking it. That's how I see it.
Yeah, and to tell you the truth, I've never liked Monster Energy or any energy drinks for that matter. I first tried it in 2008. It tasted like orange peelings. And then later on, I tried another one a few years later, which was Red Bull. And it tasted like diesel fuel.
Whoa. I have no idea what that tastes like. I envisioned it being like a Dr. Pepper, but now you're definitely convincing me it's not like a Dr. Pepper. So no.
No. And then I think I tried another energy drink. I think it was Sobe No Fear at one point. And I know the person, actually, I've interviewed the person that sold that drink at one point. So,
Okay.
but this is just my opinion, and I'm sort of being easy on him a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm passing on that kind of energy drink for now.
Pass on all energy drinks. Get your energy from a ton of water.
Yeah, when you think about it, though, it makes it's when you think about it, Peter Griffin used kerosene in his homemade Red Bull he made on Family Guy. I guess he was sniffing too much of his own diesel fumes to see the danger of his actions.
I think you're right. I do think you are right. I do.
Gee, that's all we have for Relentless and Unstoppable. So tune into the next episode to hear more amazing stories from amazing guests. This is Keith Scott from Sydney, Australia saying so long, and I'm smarter than the average bear. Gee.